All right, y'all. This is like my third take on this video. I want to get this message out clear. The version that you have of yourself, you have to hold on tight to that, and you have to have full faith in it. I recently went through something, and it made something click in my head. It made me have a realization. I have always had a vision of myself who I was going to be, and not everybody else shared that same vision. And you can't let those people who don't share that same vision affect your own vision. You can't let their reality like become yours. You know, nothing against my own parents. I know that they have advice for me. I know they want me to do well. But guess what? At the end of the day, where they see me at is nowhere near what I see myself at or what type of person I am. Like even my own siblings. But like I still, try to be keen for constructive criticism. So there is, you have to balance it. But at the same time, you know who you are. Doesn't nobody knows you better than God and yourself. He sees your hearts. He sees your heart. He sees your intentions. He sees your thoughts. Maybe you didn't react a certain type of way, but like deep down you wanted to. He knows the strength it took you to do that. Nobody else is going to understand that. Like, nobody else is going to get that, man. When I was younger, when I knew I was gonna be him when I grew up. I've always been him. But like I knew, for example, I knew I was gonna get muscular, man. I knew I was gonna get big. Even if I was like a twig. I used to be a twig growing up. And I used to have friends around me that are like, and I would tell them, yeah, man, I want to get big, bro. Like, I want to be in the gym. I want to do this, that. And they would literally like laugh and be like, no, like, Christoph, like, no, I cannot see you being like a meathead, like a muscle head. I'm not trying to say I'm like that now, but it is a night and day. It's a night and day difference, bruh. It's a night and day difference. And that difference only came through adversity, honestly. Um, so I just want y'all to stay strong in yourself, and you have to have self-confidence with who you are, who you're becoming, who you want to be, and don't let anybody else like try and change that or take that from you, especially yourself. Like stick true to that. I'm telling you, man, it could be your own parents, it could be your own siblings, it could be your own friends. I remember I used to have a friend group, and like it's gonna sound arrogant, but like, bro, I was like the most stand up one. I was the realest one. If anything, I feel like I had the most potential out of everybody. Again, that might come off as arrogant, but like, I gotta have some type of confidence. Somehow in this friend group, I don't know why, I was always the butt of the joke. I was always the butt of the joke, and that really like affected me. It really affected me. I thought I was the type to always be the butt of the joke. And I was letting other people, the way other people saw me, I was letting that shape me. Even though the whole time I had a plan set in motion to become who I wanted to become. So that's what I want to get on here and tell y'all. I don't want to like drag this out. I'm trying to think of any other experiences. Like I said, I didn't even had to prove I didn't had to prove myself to my parents multiple times through every stage of life. And even though I have time after time where I show up and I succeed and I have a good track record, it's still like they're still gonna doubt me. They're still gonna make me want to prove myself. But it's okay. I try to come at it with understanding that they just want the best for me. And you know what? Not everybody else is gonna understand you, and I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with me only knowing me, and it's me and God. Like I said, dude, some people might misread your intentions, take this stuff that way, this way. It doesn't even matter, man. Like, I guess try and smooth it out if you can. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Like, But like, just I don't want to get too everywhere. I want to keep this video concise. I'm already starting to blabber, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep it in the video. All I want y'all to do, I'm gonna preach this time and time again. Have a vision of yourself and work towards it. Have a vision of the life you want to have and work towards it. You cannot just be letting these days pass one by one and letting whatever happen to you. Envision the life you want. Don't think it's impossible, man. If you can see it, it's possible. There's plenty of other people out here living great, living crazy lives. You could do that too. Just go after it. Either I'm accomplishing my goals or I'm going to die a person like chasing. I'm gonna die in pursuit of those goals. That's how my life is gonna be. And I'm not letting anybody shape me. I'm not letting anybody's ideas shape me, the way they think of me, the way they perceive me. I'm not letting that affect me. Not letting that change the way I see myself, the way I move. Everything is coming from me and the way that God wants me to be. So, yeah, y'all. Stay true to yourself. You can become who you want to be, even if it seems so far away. You might be the most shy person in the room or whatever. You could grow to be one of the most confident people ever, the most charismatic people ever. It's possible. Just put in the work. That's why life is such a blessing, because it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to fulfill all these goals, to just imagine it and go after it. I mean, what a blessing that is. Do not underestimate yourself. Boy, you'll be surprised at what you can do and who you really are. So I don't want to yap too much longer. I'm sorry if I was everywhere or like, you know, I'm just gonna cut it at that. Pray to God, believe in God. He's the Most High. He'll never leave you alone. Seek Him first, seek Him always, and you're gonna be all right. Man, I hope y'all have a good one.